Here's something a little bit different for this proof of sweat video, or should I call it proof of swim? Last year, I was lucky enough to go on a trip to Dominica, officially the Commonwealth of Dominica. It's a stunning island country in the Caribbean. I went with my best friend Sean, who's a wonderful travel writer known as the Girl Outdoors. I'd never been scuba diving before, so I thought I would document it because you know I love a filming challenge. As an aside, I was today years old when I learned that Scuba of scuba diving is actually an acronym for self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Do with that knowledge what you will. Here's a little background for you. Scuba diving as we know it today began in the mid-20th century in 1943. A French naval officer and an engineer from Air Liquide invented a device that allowed divers to breathe underwater, facilitating the birth of recreational scuba diving. Essentials include a mask, snorkel, fins, some exposure protection like a wetsuit or dry suit, a buoyancy control device, BCD, regulators, a dive computer, and a weight system. You want to ensure you have a reputable instructor to guide you with a PADI qualification. That's Professional Association of Diving Instructors. Lots of acronyms in this video, and yes, there will be a test at the end. Just joking. Water, no surprise, is very heavy and exerts pressure on you when you're in it. The deeper you go, the more pressure. Pressure has no effect on water, but it does affect gases, such as the air in your lungs. That's why you have to make sure that you equalize your air spaces as you descend. Unequalized air spaces can be very uncomfortable and even dangerous. So when you descend, you equalize by blowing gently with pinched nostrils. If you feel discomfort, then you have to make sure you stop and inform your instructor, who will guide you with what to do. I found this very uncomfortable and did worry about my ears a lot through this entire adventure. You gently exhale from your nose into your mask to help equalize. You don't need to do this on the way up because expanding air escapes naturally. You absolutely have to take care of your lungs while scuba diving, so never hold your breath. Just breathe continually, inhaling and exhaling. We were taught a series of hand signals to communicate with each other underwater. Okay, stop, slow down, etc. Thankfully, I didn't have to use something is wrong. This is a BCD, the buoyancy control device. It contains a bladder to establish neutral buoyancy underwater and positive buoyancy on the surface when needed. The buoyancy is controlled by adjusting the volume of air in the bladder, done by our instructor in this case. Your regulator is your breathing device. This can take some getting used to, and you have to fight that feeling of panic at the beginning. We just had to relax and get used to it.
Then what you want to do, you want to take your tongue and place it against the mouthpiece like this. Wrap your tongue, wrap your lips around the mouthpiece, and then push the push button. Okay.
One of my least favourite parts was cleaning water from the mask, as it inevitably makes its way in. So you practice a lot with your instructor. You have to break the seal, let water fill until just below your eyes, then hold the top of the mask against your face. Tilt your head back and then exhale through your nose until the water is gone. The air gauge lets you know how much time you've got left. Obviously, you want to stay away from the red zone. When it's time to go up, you have to take it slow, and when you're on the surface, you inflate your BCD. When you're underwater, it's important to respect the ocean and leave no trace. It's a fragile ecosystem under there, and you never know who or what you'll disturb by poking or prodding things. You wouldn't like it done to you. And you never know, it might poke you back. So my thoughts. Will I do it again? I'm not sure I'm in a rush to get back into scuba diving. I really enjoyed the experience and I'm sure I'm missing out on a lot of adventures, but it just didn't feel like my next hobby pursuit. I really respect those who choose to do it though and advocate for the ocean. Plus, I'm sure if you've been, you'll share your stories in the comments below. But on to the next adventure, and thank you for watching.
Out across the water,
yourself busy. You can't be caught by phone. Your mind entertains you. No friends to ever leave. Waves crash around